Alright, remember when you guys were all playing Dusty Trip saying it's the next big game, and that they made the game pay to win and trash? I mean, that game lasted 4 months. I mean, same with Bed Wars almost. That game lasted about 2 years. It sounds like it's almost inevitable for a Roblox game to fall off after a couple years. I mean, the game either gets old, the people stop caring about the game, or they've made their money and want to work on a new game. Besides 1 to 2 games. Now, Murder Mystery is still averaging 150,000 players with 20 billion visits after 11 years. It's crazy because I know Murder Mystery is older than some of you watching this video. And I'm going to talk about why, the exact reasons that is, first off, this successful this many years later, even though they update the game about once every 40 years. Alright, what's up? It's me, Coffee. You already know who I am, though. Like and subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, let's get into the video. Now, I would say the first reason is because of the replayability. I mean, first off, this game came out in 2014, so it's older than some of you guys. But at the time, everyone knows this game was phenomenal. Everyone's trying to play it. It was super fun. It was actually pretty good at the time. So, it lasted obviously a couple years. People played it, right? And, over time, usually a game, player base fades. And this did not happen. It only grew over time, which is honestly a mystery. I mean, I remember it have obviously a ton of players. But then, over time, the game started growing. And it's really because of the replayability. Now, first off, it's just a fun game. It's an easy-to-understand game with good player lobby. So, streamers can play with their fans. And people really love the game. So, it basically maximizes on, alright, this streamer can play with their fans. This guy could do this with this. Everyone can kind of play in friend groups. So, it kind of maximizes on all the players you could get in. It squeezes those extra couple players. Now, number 2 is the in-game economy. Now, this is definitely the most important part. Is that in-game economy gives a game years of lifespan. Now, the MM2 economy didn't really get big, I think, until 2020, 2021. But, I mean, we see games that haven't been updated in a year, like Islands, with an in-game economy. Even though the Islands in-game economy is trash, the game still averages 2,000 players, even though it has not been updated with a content update in a year. I mean, it's the same with MM2. All those knives and stuff like that have in-game value, and people really want to get them. Having that in-game value basically makes the game replayable forever because of the in-game economy. And considering they're releasing new knives pretty decently, it creates a lot of hype, and it gives the game a lot of players. I mean, a lot of people who play, I know, are just there for trading and AFK grinding so they can get more AFK skins or whatever the hell they want. I don't play MM2. Now, the third reason I have to say is the 2017 hype era of MM2. Now, if you're new to Roblox, you may be saying, what the hell are you talking about? Coffee Dog, are you on drugs? And to that, I would say yes. But the 2017 hype era, the 2017 hype era was when everyone was playing MM2 in 2017, when it kind of just came out. I mean, obviously, MM2 still gets a ton of players, right? And there's still big videos being made constantly. But when MM2 not just came out, because it was already out for multiple years, but just got, huge, right? When it just got huge, people were starting to, play a lot more. Every YouTuber's making videos. I mean, I remember watching the Pals you remember the Pals? Yeah, them. I remember watching them play MM2 together. And it was just the fact that everyone was kind of just playing together. It was very, interesting. Every YouTuber was playing MM2. This also kind of persisted through 2018 to 2019. I mean, we saw a ton of content be made which was getting millions of views, by the way. Millions of views. But then, a pandemic hit the earth. Everyone was stuck inside. And guess what? The little edgy 13-year-olds, my world is over. You know what they were doing? They were on MM2. Little e-dating emo slenders were on MM2. That was the cool hangout spot. So while all of them were on MM2, right? It was getting a ton of players and building this huge community around it. But when those kids stopped being emo little losers, what happened to them was they said, hey, this game's actually kind of fun. I'm going to keep playing it. And bam, MM2 has grown now to a huge game. Plus, MM2 got the chance to get a ton of content made about it. I mean, the fact is about Murder Mystery 2 is that Murder Mystery 2 is just such a replayable game. That's why it's getting so many plays every day. And also the thing about MM2 is, another reason is that they never changed the working formula. I mean, what's broke, don't fix it. And it was never broke. It was still getting thousands of players with basically no maintenance needed. No updates really needed. I mean, obviously the guys were working on updates in the bank. But the fact is that they never had to change how the game works, the gameplay style, any of that. They basically left it all the same. I mean, obviously they changed the animations, but the fact is they left it basically all the same without doing any major changes. And we see a ton of games make these huge changes where, that will make some of their audience feel like, I hate this. And guess what? That audience won't play the game anymore. But since MM2 hasn't made any of these changes and none of their audience wants any of these changes, guess what? No one leaves. So basically, MM2 has built up this audience over like 5 years now. And since the game doesn't change that much, it's fun. There's a central economy, and also some of the stuff sells for real money. Like, you could buy knives for real money. Obviously, you shouldn't because it's against Roblox TOS and that gets you banned. But the fact is, there's also a certain amount of people in it because they make decent money, honestly. I mean, if you see some of the stupid prices these knives go for, like $20 is like stupidly insane for a freaking baseball bat knife, but people still buy it. So basically what I'm saying, right, is the fact that the reason MM2 is such a big game is 1, because of the amount of people who have stuck for it for the years and loved the game. 2, because of the people of the economy trying to grow and make all the, try to get as much items as they can, try to become MM2 rich. 3, because of the YouTubers who made a ton of money playing MM2 and still are making a stupid amount of money playing MM2 because guess what? People are going to watch them constantly. And 4, the people who go into MM2, right? Grind with bots and stuff, grab the knives and sell it since it has actual value. Who knows why? It does though. The stupid little baseball knife. Yeah. Alright, that's probably it for me. I'm sorry for the shorter video. That's Coffee. If I was in the war room, I would study me. Signing out. Peace, boys.